Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, join our cult.
And vote. Oh, this is out tomorrow. It's too late.
Vote.
It's too late to vote.
Well done on voting, everybody.
Cheers,
Well
everyone.
done on voting. We knew we had faith in all of you.
UK viewers and listeners only.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. That's hopefully the last time we'll talk about dirty politics, because we know what the YouTube comments could be like when we're just discussing wrestling. Let's keep it clean.
There's no politics in wrestling.
No, it's
course.
all.
Anyway, here's Ross on wrestling,
Hello, Maffew.
Jack on jobber,
Hello.
and Puppet Jack. Hello. There we go. That's that box ticked.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about, but how the hell are you both?
Full of sugar, me.
Ooh.
Why's that,
I've
Ross?
went overboard today for the first time in a while. Triple Jump had their Christmas box appeal. Sweets from around the world have been sent in. Japan, Australia. I've never been to those places, but those sweets have come to me, so I've got to go, what do they taste like? And I've had them all.
Yep. I'm one of those people who's like, oh, I'll try and be healthy wherever possible. But if it's there and Triple Jump have gone, well, help yourselves, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff is liquid cocaine, isn't it?
We're not going to say what it is specifically because, there's a video coming out.
Yes.
In the next couple of weeks, I think it is.
Yeah.
So watch that video. But yeah, there's lots of treats. Too many treats, some would say.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. They're in my belly, but
Yeah.
full of sugar.
I plan on sleeping Tuesday.
My fingers are tingling. Diabetes has arrived. The diabetes.
Get in. In the news this week, Luke Harper, Sin Cara, and both members of the Ascension have been released
Yeah.
from the WWE jail.
They're releasing people now.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It's a bit weird, don't it? I think Tom mentioned that, well, maybe someone on the internet did. I saw Tom say it, though, that Luke Harper's deal was up in the spring, and because of the 90-day no-compete, he will leave in the spring. So it doesn't really make a difference. It's more them going, we fired you, you didn't leave us.
Oh, okay, I get you.
You know what I mean?
And Sin Cara publicly requested his on Twitter.
I feel bad for him, I do.
Do you?
Do you remember the greatest Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble it was last year when he came in and he was on fire? Looked like the best wrestler in the history of wrestling. Just hasn't been used, has it? The Katarina thing was the final stick that broke his back.
Yeah.
And the Ascension are...
They were on Twitter asking to not be fired. Didn't work, did it?
No. Were they actually?
No.
Oh, right. It's just...
Sin
Oh,
Cara.
right.
Didn't work at all, did
no,
it?
but I just thought it was real. I was like, it's a bit brutal.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that didn't work.
To be
Rather
fair,
like the Ascension.
Would you, if you were in their position, presumably not being used on too many house shows, not being used on TV at all, taking the money, would you? I would.
Well, not everyone wants to change the world, you know. Some people just want to have a easy
nice
job,
living,
easy life.
Although
No
the
issues. You don't
travel-
hear any stories about Connor.
You're travelling
or
around
the other
loads,
one.
though. Maybe they got families and that. Like, they are travelling around a lot.
Yeah,
Well, that's a dirty rumour, Jack. We're not going to start that on the show.
What?
It'd still have to go to TV, wouldn't it? I guess, yeah.
Yeah. The other backstage sits where they're
free
brawling in
catering, though.
catering and
Yeah.
they're like, oh no, Bobby Lashley and Rusev.
Getting paid money
Well,
and free catering, I'd do that for a living.
Yeah.
well, there's some spots coming.
Give us some face paint and a crappy mohawk. I'll be Connor for you any day of the week.
Yeah, that's like, we're insulting you. But you definitely will be ready for our DMs requesting you come on the Cultaholic show.
They were Cody's henchmen, weren't they? When he was Stardust.
Oh, yeah.
They're the antidote to the butcher and the blade.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that gimmick that Cody loved more than anything else.
Famously.
And if that wasn't weird enough for WWE this week, Bobby Roode and Primo Colon have both been popped for wellness violations.
They try to get fired.
Right, so Bobby Roode, well, I mean, he's sort of part of a storyline, but Primo, is the 30-day suspension going to really mean
Do you think he was
anything?
like, do you think they'll notice?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, us fans will, watching the weekly television.
But the Primo's
How
not
will we
there.
cope with no Primo?
Oh.
Epico will just be walking around like... It'd be like when Ant was hosting I'm a Celebrity on his own last year.
No, Dex.
Dex, sorry, I made a mistake there. I was just thinking about Holly Willoughby and how she's dead to me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
God, how quickly that was a fall
I
from
know.
grace. That
Used to be my favourite show, legitimately. What
So-
a shame.
Yeah, this is a real shame for WWE main event on the network, which is knackered. I think we get Mojo Rawley mirror matches for the next few months. So, I mean,
Raw
this basically-
Superstar of the Week, Mojo Rawley. We'll get onto that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. But it's been a while since they've done one of these, so is the assumption being that no one else is doing drugs.
I don't know, yeah, I mean, it's very strange.
Trent had just gone. We haven't done one of these for a while. Robert Roode, Primo.
Primo's like, but Epico was with you at the time. No, just Primo. And bit of a weird news, WWE UK title stolen from Valder's car.
Was it from his car?
That's what I read.
Wow.
By a brave man.
Yeah.
Imagine being the man who stole something from Volta.
Yeah.
Me being a horrible person was like, do you think Walter was like, so what's my plan? I'm feuding with Ilya Dragunov, right? And if it's like, yeah. So at Take Hour, you'll wrestle Joe Coffey. Getting a cinder block thrown in there. Vince, you'll never believe this. Not only have you taken the NXT title, but they've also taken my passport. So I'm forced to go back to Germany. Ah, well.
I hope that's true now you've said it.
I don't want to say a bad word about Joe Coffey. I'm quite scared of him. Quite scared of Joe.
What were we saying
What do
about
you
him,
want?
Mike?
I just said I don't want to say a bad
Can
word
you believe
about
what
him.
you just said about Joe Coffey?
Oh, here.
I'd rather
I'd rather not repeat what was just said there.
Disgusting.
So if someone could just clip that audio and then put it on Twitter.
I thought he wrote Twitter accounts.
Don't do that. It's fine. He didn't say a word.
Right,
Just to clarify.
Yes.
was that story of, was it Duncan Disorderly, when the two guys tried to burgle his house? They came in, they're like, oh no! And he beat the hell out of both.
Who the hell's Duncan Disorderly?
Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah, Duncan Ferguson.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
not-
heard that before.
Yeah.
Have you not?
yeah.
Apparently, one of them got
Imagine.
away, and the other one ended up in the hospital.
Imagine.
But imagine, like, open the door and it's like, oh no! Of all the places, like, some guy's like, ooh, get it, looks shiny. NXT UK title. It is, thumb.
You just
thumb,
did.
thumb.
And Luchasaurus comes around the corner.
Fascist. Oh, the UK title. Hey, man, have it. I'll wrap it up for you. So, that's 3 crazy stories this week in wrestling.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I can't think. Can you think of any more big ones?
Del Rio versus
Oh,
Tito
Tito
Oh
Ortiz.
my god!
Right, good.
Did a bit of that again. Still, because used to do that after he beat like Shamrock. He always beat Shamrock.
It was the Lion's Den
It was like,
stable.
it was like Raven and Tommy Dreamer. Like Ortiz would always just beat Shamrock.
He was on his lads as
but
well.
in real,
The Shamrockers.
he beat the Shamrockers. Yeah, the Shamrock and Roll Express.
Telling on my UFC.
Yeah, he beat Del Rio. I've met Del Rio. Ross has met him and felt a little stinging little.
I was physically assaulted.
Were you, Ross?
Hello, Bertie. Would you mind doing this John O'Clock thing? Just a playful one. Wapoom! Chopped us right in the tit.
He's a.
It didn't really.
He's a. He's one of those when you like see a WWE guy in real life and realize they're all massive.
He's a big lad.
He's massive. His arms are like wider than my head. And just to think that someone just easily battered him, it's just terrifying. There's always a bigger fish.
They won a toy, didn't they? Big
Yeah,
Ortiz,
Tito won a
he won a
toy.
toy.
He won Walter's UK championship.
No, it's even less worthwhile than that. It is the replica title?
The replica, not spinny, but the spinner, but not the spinny version.
That would have been funny if it was spinny belt. Jesus. So that was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other news this week, but nothing's coming up just now.
Surely there's something.
Roxette lost their lead singer.
Yeah, they did.
God, rest in
Yeah,
peace,
rest
Mrs.
in-
Roxette. I don't know what her name was.
I don't think of anything else.
Certainly in the question of the
Oh.
in the conversation for top 10 bands of the 80s, Roxette. 3 or 4 outstanding top tier hits they had. It must have been love. That one.
Yeah.
There's a few more.
Thank you.
I've forgotten what they are at this moment. As the sugar takes out of me brain.
And when he remembers, he will be adding the lyrics, Keith Lee.
I'm a Celebrity's over.
Oh wow, we need to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
3% there was in the vote in the end between Andy and Jacqueline.
Yeah. Kirk should have won.
Kirk should have won. He was a nice
Kirk.
guy. It meant so much to the guy.
Yeah.
He was a massive fan of the show. The boyhood dream could have come true.
He's on his
But
knees.
Bret Hart won. Yeah.
Do you know what even worse news than that?
What?
Tommy, a.k.a. You Are Brave, from The Apprentice, was voted off
You
last
told
week.
us last week. Yeah, it's all
Did
right.
I?
You did.
I'm still
But
feeling
you
it.
said,
What's he been
I'm
doing?
still feeling it,
but you
mate.
said that Alan Sugar was really nice about it too.
It was the nicest firing you've ever. It probably wasn't the same as Luke Harper's, but it was just like it was almost him saying, "Look, I'm really sorry I have to fire you. You're the best thing on the show, but you're crap."
I'm sorry. I love you.
There's more news, by the way. In 2001, at Comic Relief, Billy Connolly did a naked streak through Times Square.
Yeah, we were
remember?
watching a
I
bit of that
remember
on the watching.
How'd that come up,
We were talking about.
so to speak?
We had a playlist on of like there was like Spirit in the Sky, Gareth Gates' version, Will Young Evergreen, and from that it just naturally bled into talking about Comic Relief.
Oh.
Just very British early 2000s-y stuff. Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I'd forgotten about that. Brought it up, but
Who should have won Pop Idol in your mind, Will Young or Gareth Gates? Because Ross thinks Gareth was
Oh,
robbed.
Gareth was robbed.
I think that Will was the better singer.
I would have been a Will Young back.
But no, that was the magical story. Gareth Gates had a stutter, and then musically he would sing and it wouldn't be there.
But at that age, I was one of those dickheads who go, well, he doesn't stutter when he sings, so why doesn't he just sing all the time? Can I have a pint of milk? Not seeing the problem with that.
But then what was it? Katie Price literally shagged the stutter out of him.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do remember that.
this sounds like very. This sounds very Attitude Era.
It's like Goldust getting thrown the electric.
In reverse, though.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Katie Price did that to him?
No.
Get out of my bed, Gareth. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, great.
That's the news, though.
Nothing can follow that. So we're going to move on to the next bit.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame.
Well, not this week.
Last week's... Oh, I can see why you're not too happy, Jack. As it's listed here, Mariah Carey's other Christmas song, because not to rub salt in the wound here, you did get the name of the song wrong.
I did.
Last week.
It was Oh Santa, not Hey Santa.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Santa. 6%.
Hey Oh Santa.
NXT. Is NXT in general, I believe?
It was.
Because they played that bloody song. Me
Yes.
and Tom on the Tron.
So all of NXT, 19%. But clearly, we know our audience better than anybody else. Tom Campbell, 75%.
75%?
75. That is 3/4.
Yeah.
That was me.
It
I
was.
think I've won twice
Now,
in a row.
yes, you have. And in the past 2 weeks, I've got a combined total of 7% of the vote. Yeah.
Next week, if you get the name right, you may get 8%.
I might do.
But don't get too ahead of yourself. I am going to pick, it's the winner of last week. It's an easy one this week because I was there to see it. Anthony Joshua winning again.
You were there to see it.
I say it in a pub.
Right, yeah.
You flew out to Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Prince is a big fan of Botchamania.
Yes.
So get him in.
I've seen the WWE cards. Yes, he's a big fan of
I was watching it in a pub as well.
Weird.
A student-y pub, though. So you had loads of lads being like, go on, knock him out.
Oh, if I was in there, I'd take Andy Ruiz Jr., the fat bastard.
Right. I mean, it's a nice little story. Andy Joshua was fighting some guy. Oh, I couldn't make it. Here's Ruiz Jr.'s replacement. Andy Joshua looked at him and gone, this guy looks like me nana's couch. Sorted him out. Realised quite quickly, oh God, it's really hard to knock someone out when it's literally head, then shoulders, and near neck. So I learned from his mistake and realised I'll just jab him.
I'll
for
just
12
box
rounds.
him, rather than fight him.
And the highlight was Ruiz Jr. last round. Maybe 10 seconds near the end, his face all marked up. He goes, come on, let's do this, come on. And Josh's like, nah, I'm winning. So he won, and the 4 titles are there. And so I wonder if we're going to get, the idea of Joshua versus Wilder or Fury seems a bit far-fetched, but I still want to see him.
The concept of Deontay Wilder really irritates me.
How so?
Because he's not technically that good at boxing compared to Joshua, for example. But he just punches really hard, from what I can tell in my not very expert knowledge of boxing.
And it turns out that's a really good skill to have if you're a boxer.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And someone's phone's just gone off. That's very rude.
Wasn't
How
me.
unprofessional.
That's Wilder.
Just a random phone in here, is there?
Wasn't me.
Mine's on silent.
Wasn't me.
Was it me?
No, mine is on total silence.
No.
Oh well, let's carry on. Anyway, the point is, Anthony Joshua won. Yay!
Yeah,
Everything
I
is
suppose
great.
so.
The heavyweight boxing scene is way more interesting in 2019 than it has been in some time.
Okay.
Yay, yay, yay.
So
You've got to love Ruiz Jr. though. After the fight, he was just like,
absolutely.
I put on too much weight. I didn't take it serious enough. Whoops! What? $60 million. Oh, what a shame. Man.
Yeah?
Fair play to him.
Yeah.
So you've gone for Anthony Joshua.
Yes. What's yours, Jack?
So mine's gonna take us all back to primary school, right, or junior school, or whatever you call it, wherever you're from. But the school that you go to when you're an infant, right? And that classic schoolyard game of. I didn't want to nominate this because I particularly like it. It was to spark a discussion, right? We called it Tig, or Tiggy.
Tag.
Right?
It was Tiggy or Tag. It was one of the other ones.
Matthew?
Tag.
Ted said tag. Right. Well, the
I've got
point that I
another
wanted to
discussion.
make has not been
I know another
proven.
discussion for you. The game that you'd play when you were a kid, where someone turns and counts and everyone hides. So it's a bit like hide and seek, but you have to get back to that
Blocker.
spot before the guy gets you.
I would call it blocker.
It was blocker or something. What was it?
Blocker.
Because I've heard every different name for that. I'm trying to remember what we would call it.
That was more strategic than
the thing you had to
Tig.
say. You had to like tag him, then say chitter chatter chitter, or whatever it was. What was it?
What was
Chitter.
Oh,
chatter. What?
No, Stony in.
Stony. I've never heard that before.
That's what we call it.
Can't
I don't know
remember.
where it
Stony
comes
in.
from.
Blocker rings a bell.
blocker
though.
was
Blocker
ours.
makes sense because you're literally blocking them.
Yeah, got to try and stop them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's
That was fun.
mine's
Another 7%er.
yeah, it is Tig or Tag or It or whatever you call it. It's just because I had an argument with someone and they were like, if you call it Tig, that means you're just posh boy. I was like, no, because if you and then I got a map of the UK up with different variations of it, and the North was largely Tig, I've got to say. And then the home counties and that were all Tag, and then like the West Country and that was it. It was weird.
I think Tig's more of a Shelbyville thing. Ross, what's yours?
I'm going to go for Sam Driver
Oh, and why is that, Ross?
for tactical reasons. I want to win.
You tactical voting.
That is a good contender to ask me.
What a
Andy Joshua's
topical,
title.
topical topic. No, me and Tom stood in front of that green screen to shoot that video for that song that we don't want to mention too much. But we were just expected like pictures from the NXT, like Survivor Series gallery where Keith Lee would just to flash it behind us. But Sam took some sort of drug. Something made him happy that morning, and he just sat there for a day and edited the most wonderful thing I've seen for a while.
It's really, really
all
good.
of the 90s references you want. Wow, what a great video.
Yep.
So that, because, Sam, knocked it
Yeah.
out the park. I got a lot more than I was expecting for. Like going to Home Bargains. Home Bargains.
And I think someone tweeted earlier to Tom, when does Cultaholic change the name to Keithaholic? I'm like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We
might
wanted
as
to
well.
be Rondaholic for a while because she helped us beat Wrestle Talk in the predictions contest that time that we did.
We're going to bring that up, aren't we?
Why?
Every time.
What's wrong with
we
that?
beat Wrestle Talk.
Well, we did
It's
beat
like-
Wrestle Talk. So
Beat Fair and Square.
they predicted Alexa Bliss to beat Ronda Rousey. Oh, good.
And that's why they don't send us the magazine anymore. So, those are three interesting picks, as always. If you like Andy Joshua, the 4-time, that's not right, is it?
Whatever.
4-belt, whatever, champion, you can vote for me.
Take Tag or It or whatever you
How
call
does
it.
that-
And please let us know what you call
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
well.
please, yeah.
How many bodies does he not have the belt for? Is it just one?
I always get it wrong.
Wilder's got one, hasn't he?
Yeah, Wilder's one with one, but he's the better boxer, quite frankly.
But Tyson Fury's still the lineal.
Yes, because he's not being defeated. That's how it works.
I can't wait for him to face Lesnar at WrestleMania, me. It's one of the two options, isn't it?
Do you think
Sport.
if they did that and had like Lesnar give him an F5, they'd call Lesnar the lineal champion? Oh,
I
God.
hope they do. I hope he gets several fake belts made just to wear all at once.
What, to lose to Tito Ortiz? And you can vote for any of those lovely picks by going to Pointer Jack.
Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling. Ha!
And this week in wrestling, before I get to that, and he was something I was going to forget, someone sent us the audio of, after last week's Star-Studded Affair, the 100th issue of the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, the Snooker Loopy.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, I'll find the Twitter
I feel
account.
really bad that we missed that the first time
Let's
because I
plug
was
him.
howling.
It's
when I
so
heard
good,
that.
isn't it? Oh, I miss my mighty Bushi. I'll find it while I'll find the
Yeah,
Twitter
of
account and give him a
course.
proper shout out.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, this week in wrestling, let's start off with SmackDown. Let's get this out of the way like cardio. Bray Wyatt implies he's going to harm the Miz's family. Miz phones Maurice and tells her to lock the doors. He finds a photo of Bray photoshopped in with his family backstage. Nice that he's learned skills to do that. And then gets blindsided by Bray. So it's Miz versus Bray at TLC as everyone goes, but where's Daniel Bryan?
He's been really hurt.
held hostage,
Yeah.
hasn't he, by the Fiend. That's why the Fiend can't go to TLC. It all makes sense, but it's excellent levels of shit housery by Bray Wyatt to edit a photograph to put himself in with Maurice.
Good
I
Photoshop.
couldn't know
Didn't Samoa do that as well with AJ's family and a storybook?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did, didn't he?
little
And then he went to
photo.
the house.
Yeah.
Get
Lot of
the
effort
Fiend.
there.
Get the Fiend round to Maurice's house.
But you'd be like a really badly drawn stick person or something. It's like, proper photoshopping. I think it's a requirement to join WWE now. You
Yeah.
do that and edit your own video packages. So
Yeah.
you go, let's look for last week's footage. Anyway, Lacey Evans beats a jobber and gets confronted by Sasha Banks, who insults her bratty little daughter.
Whoa, that's a quote. That's not just our opinion.
Bratty little daughter. Lacey's now definitely babyface and says that Sasha should watch what she says because she's a former Marine. She scares Sasha, who falls over, but Bayley jumps her, and the heels stand tall. In brackets, also Drake Maverick's still totally forgotten his wife and gets beaten up by Elias. Dana Brooke laughs at him.
And she pinned him as well, actually. She got a visual pinfall.
That's right, and he got a spanking.
Yeah, he did.
Spanking. Yeah.
What are you saying that?
I'm trying to do Monty Python now. That's all I came up with.
By the way,
Followed by the... Oh, what next?
the man who wrote Snooker Loopy, the AEW version, is at Benny Banditos on Twitter, or Benny and the Banditos. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It helps if you know the snooker.
So they're a
Loopy.
professional band.
That's
not fair.
Benny and the
I don't think- I
Banditos.
don't
Yeah,
think
it's a
they-
real band, isn't it?
The tagline was Britain's only band on Twitter. So
Because I believe him. And then Roman Reigns beats Dolph Ziggler in the main event.
Oh my
and
God.
Gets into it with Corbin after the match. He deals with Hugh Corbin's throne bearers.
can we just briefly talk about the throne bearers' method of attack?
Go on.
It was like one after the other, going like. It was probably like stage acting,
Yeah.
like stage school combat, whatever. It was really weird.
It was like the Putty Patrol and Power Rangers. Get them all individually.
Yeah.
But the numbers game overpowers him, and he's handcuffed to the ring post. The heels cover him in dog food. It just says, ruffle.
Yeah.
I thought it was mint me.
Oh.
Why?
For weeks we've watched Corbin just do naff 1970s. Oh, I'm rich and you're poor bollocks. But now you've got the visual of a man getting caked in real dog food. And I was sat there, oh, poor Roman, he's having to go through this. What a bastard Corbin is. I thought it was good, me. Excellent levels of SHIT housery.
Just playing the housery game at home. Second reference.
Danhausery.
Roman Reigns' snooker loopy. Now he smells of dog poop.
Ah.
I can see why you like it.
That's the next stage, though.
So now you really want Roman to win? You're
Yeah,
invested.
of course I do.
Yeah, right.
And when he
right.
does, I want him to cake Corbin in dog food, or even better, just open poo bags on him that are filled with poo, obviously. Wrestling.
Yeah.
Raw.
Not want to say anything about it. Do you like it?
What more is there to say after you've given that the delicious description?
Delicious.
Oh.
You ever had dog food?
No.
I haven't.
I tried a bit of it at a party when we're all drunk. But it was like, you know what? Because of the Red Dwarf bit where he's like, oh, what we down to ration-wise? And he goes, well, there's a can of dog food and a pot noodle. And he goes, I know what I'm having then. Can't stand pot noodle. And it's just like later on, he's just there like he's starving. So he's just like, I'm just going to have a bite of it. Has a bite of it. It lingers for him. And he goes, so what's it like? He goes, now I know why dogs lick their bollocks. Wasn't nice. Rusev and Lana get... Oh, sorry, yes, talk about SmackDown.
Well, no, I'm all right.
I get the gist that you both didn't like that bit. at the
Not
end.
really, no.
I'm pretty numb to stuff like this, to be honest with you.
I
because-
don't like the whole the theme of the feud being
He's a dog.
you're basically a dog, yeah.
But I know it's December. It's the, look, let's just, everyone hold on. Let's release a bunch of guys, I'm smoking a doobie, fine, whatever. Let's just wait till Rumble. Everything
Yeah.
will be all right on the road to WrestleMania. This is literally the dregs.
Just hold on, we're
So
going on.
it's like, oh no, Baron Corbin, dog food. I'm like, yeah, sure. Dan Raj, mate. Speaking of which, on Raw, Rusev and Lana get divorced. They talk a lot.
Give that woman an Oscar.
No, don't. Don't give her an
Give
Oscar.
her 3 Oscars.
No.
All of the Oscars.
Drown her in Oscars. Cover her in Oscars like Roman Reigns covered in dog food. Just shut her up.
She goes off script every time now.
She's lost the plot.
There can't be a script.
When she was
Well-
the ravishing Russian, I thought she was good
She was
at
good.
promos,
Yeah,
mate.
she was good back
It's
then.
like the Ice Queen sort of, ooh, I'm stern and scary.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know if she's meant to be off the rails. Is that what it just feels like she's just
Wait.
forgetting her words and then...
I can't remember many segments of wrestling that have been this badly put together and then this badly acted. They talk a lot, but the long and short of it is Rusev's fine with getting divorced.
He was wearing a Donald Duck t-shirt as well.
Yeah, big up the Bob Ross one he had last week. Lashley plans to ask Lana to marry him, and Rusev wants a match of Lashley at TLC. They sign for it, and Rusev puts him through the signing table. But yeah, the important bit is, okay, this is supposed to lead to the match, and we're getting the match, but Rusev's like, yeah, I'm fine with you leaving. He was distraught a while ago, but now it's like, yeah, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I'm not asked.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. He's like, okay. yeah. All right, fine.
Yeah.
There's no tension.
No.
He's like, why do you want a match with Lashley? Like, yeah, do what you want with her. Fill your boots.
Yeah, CM Punk had a good idea.
Oh, no, he didn't. I was about to mention this. This is an awful idea, but go on.
CM Punk had an idea.
He was pitching on backstage.
Eventually, in a few weeks' time, when Lashley's married to Lana, he gets sick of Lana, so he wants a divorce. And so obviously they've got that connection now, Rusev and Lashley.
Just from this pitch, I don't think CM Punk likes Lana very much.
I don't think Lana likes him very much.
No,
I don't know. Anyway,
I've missed this.
so eventually Rusev and Lashley, with their common hatred for Lana, become a team. But Lana hires another team to work on her behalf. But eventually that tag team gets sick of her as well. So at WrestleMania now, we've booked all the way through to WrestleMania here. It's ironclad stuff. We have Rusev and Lashley taking on Lana's tag team with Lana in a shark cage. But the loser gets Lana because they're all sick of her.
That was CM Punk's idea.
So it's the reverse. Ray versus Eddie ladder match.
Custody of Lana, shark cage match.
Now that Punk is... Now, I don't know how serious he was, and I hope he wasn't.
He was deadly serious. How was his application?
How can you say that wasn't serious?
Now I sort of see why they never gave him a WrestleMania main event. If he wanted, if those were the sort of ideas he was pitching.
What did Lana say about CM Punk?
She told him to stop being misogynistic on Twitter.
He called her Chica.
He went, I've just booked you through to Mania, Chica. There you go. And she went, shut up. So, fair enough.
If only she was that eloquent on Raw. Wow, I love the excitement and anticipation of CM Punk on backstage with the hottest takes from 2016. So, yeah, what a great... And I'll say this. Dog poo stuff, don't care. But it's like, all right, whatever. Not asked. This is so bad. You have to watch these segments. It just goes round, as I said before, it just goes round the rating and from awful to just... Guys, turn on your TV.
Her emotions, she just flits between angry and distraught and smug, and it's
is that the character now that she's sort of losing the plot? Because when she got on her hands and knees and started screaming.
Yeah, what was that about?
They were getting divorced.
You get what you wanted. I think
it was symbolism. She was mad.
If it is meant to be deliberate, maybe it's just what Vince thinks women are like. And he's like, change your minds all the time, don't you?
Yeah, it's a commentary on Linda.
Yeah, I was gonna Lana's going to be in the wheelchair. TLC.
Kane comes out.
Wait, Kevin Owens goes looking for the AOP with Rey Mysterio's big girthy pipe. Mm-hmm. He confronts Rollins in the ring, but Rollins goes, yeah, and leaves. Sami Zayn comes out with Mojo Rawley.
What was he doing there?
He's got a managerial license. That means he can manage on both shows.
But not in kayfabe. In real life, why was there this? All right.
No, because Owens walked past Mojo Rawley, and Mojo was a fanny, so he just hit him.
He legitimately hates Mojo, I reckon. Because look at the slap. Listen to the slap, more importantly, and then look at the marks Ray's big pipe left on Mojo's back. Put those two together, and I reckon Kevin Owens properly hates Mojo, the man, not the character. It was definitely.
Shot him with a big girthy pipe.
Ray's big girthy pipe. Kevin Owens held Ray's big girthy pipe in his hands and shot all over Mojo's back.
Yeah.
What a comeback story.
Later, he finds the AOP's SUV backstage and breaks the windows, but they jump
Ray's
him. They beat him down.
Just like a Tesla.
They beat him off down the...
Rollins is in the back of the car.
Oh.
I hate this.
And as he turned his head, all you heard was... Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Yeah.
He goes to the arena and cuts a promo on us, the WWE Universe. And it's... face.
Yeah, it's put a shocked
face. It's a Pikachu shocked face there. Thank you, Jack.
I
don't know it's about the WWE.
Hated the reveal, but I liked the promo afterwards. So I didn't like that he's in the back of the car and spins around and pulls his hood down. And oh my God, it's who we thought he was all along.
Which Burke wrote that down on a bit of paper? That'll be cool.
It might have been Seth Rollins' idea. I think.
For that to have worked, Rollins must have been in that van in that position,
just sitting there
since he left the show,
just waiting.
God, I hope he could show us up. I'm getting cramp.
I'm so sad. I'm going to lock myself in a dark van and put my hood over my head. But I was listening to Meltzer and Alvarez, who was saying that Seth is now trying to be Bret Hart from 1997, but he doesn't have a Canada.
He's just Seth Rollins.
Brett was, you Americans, but when I go back to... Where does Seth go? Where's his Canada?
That van.
Iowa. That van, yeah.
How dare anybody, never mind the great Dave Meltzer or the amazing Brian Alvarez, compare Seth Rollins to the greatest wrestler in history.
I didn't pick up on it when I was watching Rollins' promo, but they are right, aren't they? He is being 97 Bret Hart, but with no Canada. So it doesn't really work, does it? Unless he's just going, I don't understand. I don't know.
No, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And then Owens is obviously Austin. So that works as well. But he has got a Canada. Strangely.
I'm going to move on from this. I'm hating every second. Becky Lynch takes on the Kabuki Warriors 2-on-1 and wins, but only via DQ. Carrie puts her through a table with the elbow drop, which seems a very bad idea with a pay-per-view about tables and ladders and chairs coming up.
Yeah.
And they also beat up Charlotte Flair backstage, which is also a bad idea because now it's a tag team match.
But then the heel champions challenged the challengers to challenge them for a championship match on Sunday.
Yeah,
And that makes sense.
And then they sat down backstage, were both beaten up, and they're like, do a tag match, TLC, yeah, tables, ladders and chairs. No pop. No reaction, no nothing.
How was your week?
That's what I thought, yeah. It's not written down here, I'm going to mention it. Aleister Black annihilated Akira Tozawa.
That was a good match, that.
Yeah.
A short match, but it was a good match.
Shame Tozawa was a big guy on NXT, but it's just a guy who gets his head kicked in on Raw.
NXT?
But, well, he fights for the 205 light.
Oh, yeah, he's in the Cruiserweight.
Title.
Yeah.
It seems weird calling the Cruiserweight title on NXT. It was like, well, you know.
He's so good.
He is.
His selling was amazing.
Tozawa,
Yeah.
we did a Raw tier list, me and Adam. I put him in lovely, lovely, lovely tier. Because while he is a jobber and we don't know too much about him, his matches are so entertaining.
Yeah.
And also there's a gallery on WWE.com when they went to Australia, I think. And he's going around the zoo and it's just pictures of him with animals and it's lovely.
Aww.
But Adam made me put him down into meh. And I was furious. Furious I was.
Yeah, I'd be
Disgusting. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward of all the matches on TLC announced. Wait, that's going to be the big question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to move on then.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio Jr. beats AJ Styles in the main event.
Just.
What a weird finish this was.
Apparently half the world didn't even see the pinfall.
Really?
Yeah, the show ended before the pinfall.
Yeah, because like 1, 2, Monday Night Raw was brought to you by Skittles. It was so tight. We get a very nitro finish as they scramble to recover from a botch finish as AJ Styles appeared to go for Styles Clash, stumbles, fumbles. It's like la la la. Randy Orton appears, and then Rey Mysterio picks him up, and that was
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Next show.
We'll see you next time.
But Orton versus Styles hasn't been announced for TLC.
I figured they will announce it on the kickoff show, as they've tended to do on some of these
Maybe.
shows before.
That's too big of a match to be kickoff showed, announced.
Oh no, but they'll announce it on the kickoff
Yeah.
show for the
main
show.
card.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
they're
too,
gonna have to
still, I think
announce
it's too big for that, isn't it?
There's 4 matches in it, isn't there?
There's 7.
Oh,
Is there?
Tom did the predictions yesterday. Viking Raiders doing an open challenge.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's the 7th match, but there was 6 other ironclad ones.
We'll talk about them in
Yeah,
a minute.
sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves. AEW Dynamite. Bang.
Wrestling Dynamite.
Moxley opens the show by squashing Alex Reynolds and beating up his partner John Silver. Jericho and the Inner Circle come out, and Jericho offers him a place in the stable, tells Moxley to consider it, and get back to him.
Yeah. He's not going to join them.
He's-
But it was a cool... I mean, Jericho's always brilliant on the mic. He was brilliant on commentary later on as well. He commentated on a match that I've not actually written down there, but it was Sammy and Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
Jericho's great because he didn't even just like put Sammy over. If Luchasaurus like booted Sammy or something, Jericho would be like, "Oh God!" Like he was worrying on. He's putting him over.
Yeah, it
Not
was
like-
weird to see AEW have commentators that actually praised the action and made everyone.
I thought it was fantastic heel work from Jericho when he had the choice to get rid of Jim Ross, but he got rid of Tony and Excalibur instead.
What a dick.
Little subtle stuff like that.
What a diddler.
I've not put it down there either, but a little bit later on, Ross is going to want to talk about a certain backstage video segment.
Oh God, I'm not. Are you getting it, Maffew? We'll talk about when the time comes.
No time for that. The Butcher and the Blade, or the Blade and the Butcher, whoever they are, according to Jim Ross.
I'll remember their names next week.
Belter of a
I
line.
feel so bad for him though, because
Why?
it was twice he brought it up like his problems were named, so he knows he's getting it wrong, but he still can't do anything about it. I felt bad for
Just
him.
give him a sheet with the face and then the name next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can just go, oh.
I mean, it was good though because he had Excalibur to help him last week. Because he went, "Who are they? The Butcher, the Blade." Who went, the Candlestick Maker. I'm like, thanks, Excalibur. And they beat Cody and surprisingly QT Marshall, who was the highlight of this match.
He was so funny.
I don't know where that came from. Apple Eater.
That cartwheel.
The
To the
Sasuke, the
outside.
textbook Sasuke special.
Yeah.
Eliminate himself from the Royal Rumble.
And then Darby Allin arrives afterwards to help Cody up. And
Where'd that come
That
from?
was weird, wasn't it?
They've, as far as I can see, they've only like crossed paths once in that match where Darby tried to kill himself.
I think
Living my
Darby's
dream.
like, "Oh, you're teaming with QT. Oh, sorry, mate. Like, gives a call next time." Jesus.
QT was so over though because they portrayed him as such like a loser and a liability that when he did good stuff, everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
he did
And
like
he lost.
he did almost like a lethal injection. He did like a handspring into like an enziguri.
He did. In the very start of the match, the crowd were chanting, Cody's partner.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later, it was like, oh, QT Marshall.
He also did a twisty swanton bomb and then he necked himself.
He
Brilliant.
did. I loved him.
Yeah.
It was great. That's
The entrance is so funny as well because it's called like wrestling has only one. Ba-na-na-na, and Cody comes out and there's all the fanfare and
Yeah.
everything. And then QT just walks out as well. He's like, all right, it's so funny.
standing in the ring already. MJF could say, oh, I love this. He creates a match with Cody, but won't reveal his conditions until January 1st because the city was in stunk.
Yes.
And that was nice because, like, oh, you call my scar fake, Cody. Oh, how about your cat piss, bleached hair?
Teeth you could land a helicopter
Yeah.
on.
And his list.
There's only one thing that's real, and that's your lisp.
Yeah.
Little does he know, though, there's a man with a bigger lisp in AEW.
Yes, there is.
The Big Hurt,
Yeah.
Mr. Hager.
He should take
Oh.
offense to that. and
Wouldn't be
bash him.
saying that, yeah. I'd
Yeah.
be scared if I was MJF now. Got the Big Hurt after him.
The big hut.
He also
I'm
made
sorry, I
the,
don't know
he
why I
also-
did that.
He also made the guy kiss the ring.
He did.
Yeah.
Great.
The,
I love you, MJF.
like the cable runner dude who looked like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Anyway.
I won't get into the other stuff. Do you want to tell us about this promo?
Oh, aye.
Well, are you getting the? We're going to talk about Brandy now. Are you? Is it doing stuff for you?
I like the bit where Brandy ran down the rest of the female roster because they don't often get mentioned, everyone, so I forget.
Is it a bit like Stephanie McMahon to you, but a bit emo? I'm not. But the first thing she said, she's like, "What would AEW be without Brandy Rhodes?" And I was thinking, like, it would have a women's division who wouldn't have TV time, robbed by this crap. It's not because it doesn't work as a gimmick for me because we know Brandy. We knew her very well before. She was a nice lady. All of a sudden, she's not.
There was no real
There's
turn.
no real turn. So the character from the start, there's a big gap. And then it is just a bootleg, straight-edge society with a bit woo added to it.
It's weird. I don't mind having a stable or whatever, but it's weird that they're doing another, like, join our evil society when they've got the Inner Circle, the Dark Order, Brandy's...
The Nightmare Collective.
The Nightmare Collective.
Jimmy Havoc.
And also...
Jimmy
Jimmy Havoc. And also the Blade and the Butcher.
and the bunny.
And, yeah, I'll affiliate with MJF, apparently, according to...
Yeah,
Well, he's
he
paying
hired
them.
them. He
He was
hired
paying
them.
them.
Oh, he's paying them, right,
Yeah.
okay. That's a lot of evil, dark
It is.
ministry
Chuck
of
Taylor
darkness,
pointed that out on
999.
Twitter, didn't he? He's just like, AEW has a lot of spooky wrestlers.
All of
Do
them.
you think Tony's just a massive fan? Khan, not Shivani. Do you think Tony Khan just loves emo stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just it's not doing anything for me. I might be in the minority here. I don't know.
I feel like Brandy's looked at these min promos by like Cody and MJF and Jericho that all get a little bit shooty and they get lines in on each other. She thought, oh, I fancy a bit of that. But then she's done it in a way that sort of buries Riho and Britt Baker a little bit. She's like, well, Riho's never here. And it's like, oh, yeah. And she's like, Britt Baker, she mentions her boyfriend all the time. It's Adam Cole. And it's like, you've not said anything to say like what Jericho was doing on commentary. She's not done anything to be like, but there's still a threat. She's just like, no, you're not. You're rubbish. I don't know.
But I'm
She
of
got
the
her a
opinion
groupie, Maffew. She's a dentist.
they can get groupies.
Well, yeah.
I think. I've no idea. But there's two things. One, I don't mind the baddie saying stuff like that because
Okay.
then you go, oh boy, I can't wait for Riho and Adam Cole's last to go beat her. That's what she called it. I don't mind her. They'll go get her.
Yeah.
They've got Awesome Kong around. But the other bad thing about this was she went something meh, and I thought it was Dustin Rhodes.
Me
and I was
too.
like,
So did I,
wait,
yeah.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
what's that about?
But she
Hang on.
thought it was Billy Corgan.
It was Excalibur.
Corner Cornet.
It looked a bit like Phil Mitchell from EastEnders.
He was an old fellow, wasn't he? I don't know
Yeah.
what role he's going to
Who
play.
the hell's he going to be?
Like if she, I don't
No idea.
know.
That's it. It's a lot of it's like you don't know of AEW. Am I supposed to know this, or is it supposed to be mysterious?
Was it
like in the
Arn?
next match?
That's the thing.
Has
Is
Arn shaved his head?
Well, no one
no, it
told
didn't
us.
look like on.
No, okay.
I don't think it was.
But they
Arn.
do bank on you to watch every single second of the programming, which nobody has the time to do.
Not even the stuff on the program.
Yeah,
the stuff
Dark.
on the YouTube, the stuff on the Twitter,
Yeah,
the stuff that isn't
everything.
actually mentioned on AEW Dark, which is annoying because you thought that was the show where they go, oh, we forgot to mention this bit. Speaking of which, Hangman and Omega beat Sabian and Spears, and Jim Ross started with, well, as we all know, Hangman is no longer involved with the Elite. I'm like,
But he's
Is
tagging
he?
with, yeah.
He's not involved in the Elite. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I've just found that out now.
But he is still tagging with Kenny.
This
He's still tagging with
yeah.
Kenny Omega, who is distancing himself.
This happened a few weeks ago, apparently, on Being the Elite. He sort of went like, I'm going on my own now, lads, all the best. I didn't know that.
I'm
But
not
they have
watching
men-
the Elite.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm not either.
Also, do you know where Kip Sabian's from?
England.
Which
Norfolk.
He's from
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Norfolk. Justin Roberts.
Fantastic.
Norfolk. I'd have even let him get away with it if he'd said Norfolk, just because of the way it's spelled. But
Norfolk.
Sabian. Yeah, it's great.
And a potential
That was
future.
weird. Why did that wasn't Justin Roberts at all? Sorry.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Potential future heel turn for Hangman, says question mark. And yeah, Joey Janela shows up, and I thought he had the Keith Flint hair going up for
I
a
said
second.
that. It looked like Keith
Yeah.
Flint, didn't it? Rest in peace, Keith.
R.I.P. And if that'd be a good gimmick change, he shows up. What's that? Wow. Everything's in black and white. We're in a tunnel. But no, just Joey Janela and some funky hair.
Yeah.
I loved it when the camera went back to Spears because he couldn't hear. He was saying Tully, but it looked like Daddy. Just, Daddy, no.
That will be cut off and put on Twitter.
And they're teasing a heel turn for Hangman because he blind tagged himself in.
Yeah.
And Kenny looked a bit upset, but not too upset.
Looked upset because he went.
No, he didn't. He actually, his facial expression was actually good for this one. He kind of went like,
He's just going
He
through.
looked at the camera and went, "I'm upset."
no, he didn't. He went, oh, I'm
I was just going to say Hangman's going through a tough time because last Wednesday night he drank a whole bottle of whiskey at home.
Oof.
That's what his banner said on his nameplate thing on the screen.
I did it.
Yeah.
Is he bragging or complaining?
I don't know. It was hard. Up to your interpretation.
Do you think he put it in his mouth and swirled it around like real wrestlers do, Rob?
No, only us real men do that.
Oh, of course. All that cowboy stuff. Then Sammy Guevara and Luchasaurus had a good match, and get ready for that. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry.
Jungle
or they
Jack.
call him
Jungle
10-minute.
Jack got a pinfall visual over
That's
Jericho.
right, Jungle Jim, Jack Perry,
Yeah.
whatever Jim Ross calls him this second. He's going to get the 10-minute non-title match next week.
Maybe it should be a draw.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
A
innit?
non-finish, yeah. He just hangs with him, doesn't beat him. I'll be all right with that.
Like Rocky 1.
Exactly. And then the Bucks beat Santana Ortiz in a Texas Street Fight involving everybody. And
So much fun.
I
Such a
don't
fun
know
match.
what it is. They're now the #1 tag team contenders.
Yeah.
Apparently Nick Jackson was buggered all day long. You couldn't tell, could you? Apparently he was
No.
just ill all day.
Oh, he was really good.
Aye.
He jumped off the entrance.
Yeah, he's in a constant state of buggerment.
Buckerman.
It's a real term.
I was surprised. I said on Graded actually when Matt Jackson put on the Dallas Cowboys hat. Because they're in Dallas, obviously, everyone's like, yay. But I thought that all the wrestlers were contractually obliged to be Jacksonville Jaguars fans. Because Tony's done.
yeah.
Always turned heel on Tony.
Thing just like distracted him like a ref spot. It's like, hey, come look at this funny video on Twitter, and the match is happening behind him.
I think. No, it's fine. It was good.
Sucked.
No.
Thanks, Jack. What were you saying?
They also did the Aubrey got the Charles Robinson, but with a far shorter ramp as well. She ran out. Everything happened in this match.
Yeah.
It was pulling out the ref and everything. Great.
I liked it.
Good fun.
Yeah. AEW
All that
good.
was missing was dog food, as far as I was concerned.
That's the only thing that this show needed. And then NXT, which I haven't caught yet, so I'm interested to see this. Angel Garza defeats Leo Rush to become the new Cruiserweight Champion.
Aye.
Booger. I wish
Good
I hadn't
match,
read
good
that.
match as well.
Proposes to his girlfriend in a dark segment, and she says yes. Phew. Dakota Kai.
Do you reckon she would say yes if he lost?
You're crap. I want to get married to Leo Rush instead.
Oh. Look, I'll marry you if you could put me above the ring. 20-foot ladder. Dakota Kai beats Mia Yim in an intense grudge match with a sneaky roll-up.
Yeah, she
Yim-
like exposed the turnbuckle and then rolled her up on the way back.
But Yim attacks after and puts her through a table.
Nasty bump.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hope she's all right.
And an important
No, I
bit.
don't, because she's a heel and she injured Tegan Knox. That's right.
And then the bit that only matters to us. Balor defeats Ciampa and Keith Lee. That's right, Keith Lee to become #1 contender for Cole's title next week.
I'm disappointed that Keith didn't win because I really wanted to see that. But on the other hand, quite relieved, to be honest, the way that this office has been for the past week or two.
Yeah, and they're really going hard, both AEW and NXT, for next week's show. For what must be a really good time if we're watching TV.
Must
The
be.
last one before Christmas, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, is NXT doing a clip show or something during the festive period?
I don't know what
Pick
they're
up
doing,
that one.
actually.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I'll
Oh,
put
they
that
do.
somewhere.
I'd like them to do a big MD Arena match. Love that.
Oh, is AEW off? Like after next week?
I know NXT is, I don't know.
Oh, what are we going to do next week?
Next week will be
We'll
fine. It'll
think
be
of
the week
something.
after, it'll be on holiday, just no wrestling on.
Oh, it's all right.
Which is handy for
That's
us,
good.
Imagine a week without wrestling. Jesus. And I think that's all the wrestling so far. I'll be at Progress Sheffield
Okay.
this Sunday. So say hello.
Signing session?
Yeah, in the crowd next to the bar. Going, oh, we're Car Noir.
Oh, we had a fun time at North, me and Maffew.
Oh, we did, yeah.
It was good. That was good fun.
We broke the attendance.
Hey, that's
record.
very good. Tom got the crowd to sing Don't You Forget About Keith.
Oh, he had a video this week, did he?
Yeah, he did. And that was the first time I've ever seen Car Noir live, and he was really good. And Liam Slater came back, my boy.
Yes, he did.
And that match, Alex Henry jumped off the balcony.
Yeah.
Benji got his arse set on fire.
Because we couldn't see from our vantage point. He gets us like, kiss my bum. And he gets the flash paper, so we didn't see. So we saw a lighter. So we saw that, didn't see the flash paper. He just took that. And he was like the front cover of Rage Against the Machine. It was everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, did he fart? Like, it was just, it's very dangerous, that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And
He got a free shave out of it, bless him.
And the balcony spot, again, from where we were stood, we couldn't see someone on the balcony, so just his body just appeared. And I was like, it was very good.
Yeah, that's Liam Slater's only match of 2019, so Clay came back to North.
Liam is my favourite North member, but I reckon it was just a one-time get yourself in and get out again. Never mind.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
And now time to rummage through the mailbag.
Mailbag.
This is always a great bit, isn't it?
It's everyone's favourite segment.
I've heard that. Number one, hey lads. I was listening to last week's podcast whilst also having Spotify playing in the background. That's weird. At one point, Jack mentioned the Saudi shows. Mere seconds later, the next song Spotify played for me was When Legends Rise, aka the Saudi show's theme songs.
The crown jewel, like the... Okay.
When legends rise.
Oh, yes.
Duh, duh,
Yes.
duh, 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 duh. They use it for every single one.
I recognise it now.
You know what? I've not noticed. This got me thinking. What were the odds of that happening? Turns out it was about 0.5%. Thanks for answering your own question.
Must have been the playlist.
Glad we could help you. Also, what pay-per-view theme song do you enjoy the most? For me, it's a hard decision between Limp Bizkit's My Way, WrestleMania X7, or Saliva's Survival of the Sickest, Unforgiven 04.
That doesn't spring
remember
to
that
mind,
one. Cheers, Brooke Rattenbury, a.k.a. the guy whose last name Ross loves.
He's emailed him before. I just fell in love with his last name. Hello, I'm Bruce Rattenbury.
Rattenbury.
I drive a Jag.
I listen to Saliva. Okay, favourite pay-per-view theme song?
Mine.
We can't just say My Way, so that's too easy.
Mine is My House by Flow Rider, because it was the theme of my first ever WrestleMania. And I know everyone's like, oh, it's not very good. But when you're there, if you've never been to WrestleMania weekend, it's like a Takes Over the City. It's a massive event. And you couldn't escape from that song, but it was great. And when I hear those opening, ding, 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 it takes me back to 2016.
I get you. It was the same when it was doing WrestleMania.
Don't say Green Light by Pitbull.
I'm ready to go.
That is
We're all walking out, and everyone just like,
That's the correct answer to the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Green lights are fun. I hated it when it was WrestleMania season 33. That year. But ever since, the appreciation has just grown and grown and grown.
Well, that's it. You'll have a song that you associate with something. That's why, My Way, You don't think of Fred Durst in that little video. You think, I have to beat you, Rock.
Yeah. Let's take Deborah out of the equation.
Take
Bam. Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is there any of the others that ring a bell?
My mind, I don't know if it was the themes of events themes, but SummerSlam 2002. It was definitely used for the promo package for Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. A song by Jim Johnson called Fight. Listen to the lyrics and that crap, and it's so good. When I was like, I would have been just turned 10, SummerSlam 2002, and I thought it was the best song I've ever heard. But when you go back and listen to it, it's so basic, it's fantastic.
That's good.
I will fight you and I will put you in the ground.
Oh. That's a good, funny answer. I've got one. See, get this within a few seconds. You came to me in a dream
Armageddon.
last night. Yeah.
The end is
there.
Is
the
that
complete
the music-
knockoff
the
of The
music-
End by the Doors.
The
like,
music
but-
video when there's nuclear bombs going off and stuff. And
Is that... No. What's the ones that Freddie Blassie does the voiceover for?
He did a few of them.
Oh, right,
He did one for
I swear he did one Armageddon.
Vengeance, didn't he? 2001.
Okay.
2000.
Yeah, and there was one in like 98.
He is Judgment Day, Undertaker and Kane. He's the best voiceover guy ever, Freddie Blassie.
I can still hear the crowd. And all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell you one of my favorite. I know I'm talking too much, but one of the little favorite things of highlights, and I forgot about this. Don't
You
someone-
talk too much. Oh, boy, he never shut up.
when
Butcher, mate. Sorry.
when Freddie Blassie kill him, makes an appearance at Royal Rumble 2000. It's during the women swimsuit, get the norks out for the lads bit. And they've had like, Science Law comes out, Andy Rooney, and it's this little old man coming in the ring with a cane, and it's just like this Mexican wave of a pop, like everyone going like that, and it's because it's the year 2000. Last time Freddie Blassie was in the ring was in the black and white days.
Yeah.
You know, it's like who knows him? But they know the name,
Yeah.
and it's just like
That's great.
Anyway, I'm talking crap.
No,
Hello,
good
gang.
point.
I need to start off by saying thank you. I got back into wrestling in 2015, just before I started college, and this crew had a lot to do with it. Oh, you're to blame. I'm graduating on Friday, December the 13th.
Congratulations.
And Cultaholic videos got me through many late nights of homework. So my question is, if Twitter and YouTube were around during the Monday Night Wars, who would have the best social media presence and who would have had the best YouTube channel? There's more bits there. Who would be great on Twitter like Becky Lynch? And who would suck like Seth Rollins? Who would have beef like Stephen Ospreay? Lastly, who would have a channel like Xavier Woods or Being the Elite? Or hell, maybe just vlog like Sammy Guevara? I'd imagine Bret Hart would tweet some major trash about Michaels and Vince. Again, thank you for renewing my love of wrestling and helping me survive college. Cheers, Tristan Glover from Tennessee. Oh, that was
That was
nice.
a proper interesting question, that. How different it would have been with Twitter
I'm
back
putting
then.
myself
It is
in the
interesting, I think.
situation. So everyone's got Twitter, but it's the Attitude Era. Kevin Nash would be mint.
Him vlogging about anything.
Just on WCW, just firing shots at the WWF.
Kevin Nash exclusively eats grapes and talks about Vince McMahon.
I think Kevin Nash would be good on Twitter then.
Favorite video.
Is it lasagna he's eating on that?
It's a salad, isn't it? Nice.
Yeah, he starts off lasagna, then it's a salad.
Nice.
But so what are your memories of Thunder? Proper ASMR style.
Awful.
It's not because he's trying to be like, yeah, this will be cool. It's just like,
No.
I'm not going to stop to eat. So yeah, Kevin Nash talking about anything because
Owen Hart
Sexy.
was my first thought.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Piss taker, wasn't he, back in the day? Everyone's
Yeah.
got Owen Hart rib stories, brother.
yeah, he'd been a little pranker. You see that?
Vampiro? No, I'm joking.
Vince.
Oh God.
And I say that because before WWE was a publicly traded company, when they were just in it for themselves, when he didn't have to be corporate, he could have just said anything. He'd be like Donald Trump, wouldn't he? But
Yeah.
a bit.
It's crazy that you've got to say he'd be like the president, but turned down a little bit.
But only a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I can see Val Venus getting some popularity from being like
Oh,
pro-libertarian or like,
Oh, right.
if you like my match, come buy my shirt. If not, 20 bags are also available.
He's called Captain Cannabis now or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Captain Cannabis
Cannabis.
trapped in cabinets. Can he get out? Will he get out? Of course he will. Captain Cabinets trapped in cabinets. That's a Mighty Bush reference.
Oh,
from back
thank
in
you.
the day, yeah.
Nowadays, you just need to put the voice on if he's smoking that much. Hello.
Hello, lady. Oh, never mind. You just can't be asked.
I could see like more. I'd say all the mid-card guys that remember were pretty over anyway. They don't really need a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Maybe a guy like Al Snow could have capitalized on being raged.
Yeah.
Like, hi, I'm Al Snow's mailbag. blah, blah, blah. Thanks for the question.
There's got to be someone who'd be a
oh,
young
Al
Joe
Snow and
superstar.
mailbags. That brought back
Oh, yeah, sorry,
that
yeah.
memory where the guy was like, Al, since you reckon that Hogan and Andre, or whatever it was, had the best match in wrestling history because it drew the most, do you reckon you've never ever had a good match yourself?
Because you never drawing money. Yeah. That was a
Idiot.
pisser.
Oh, God.
Okay. Number 3. Greetings, lads. As you all know by now, Cultaholic's very own human ball of positivity, Tom Campbell, yep, and the catchphrase king, Ross Tweddell, appeared on NXT, and brackets during the break. No, just beat down everybody. This past week. And since the Cultaholic Heavyweight Championship was seen with them, that officially makes it canon to the WWE. Well, anyway, with that said, Survivor Series is the one night a year where Raw, SmackDown, NXT go head to head. With Cultaholic being canon to the WWE now, Survivor Series will be the one night a year where Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Cultaholic go head to head in direct competition. In order to get ready for Survivor Series 2020, who would you guys pick to represent Cultaholic in their respective matches? It might be difficult for the women's matches, but I'm sure Jen can handle herself as long as there's no bookie
She's
around.
got a gimmick.
Genocide?
Genocide.
You're going to get
Nice.
ginned. That's what she said, yeah.
She wears a mask.
Does she?
I think she said that, yeah.
Bloody hell.
It might be. And if it was, what am I talking about?
Genocide's a bit far,
I
though,
know,
isn't
right?
it?
Wait, hang on. And if it was fine for NXT to have some NXT UK roster members participate, you guys can use Triple Jump to make up some numbers.
Both of them? Hey!
Whoa, steady now. Thanks for all the laughs.
I'm James, the editor, as well. Sorry, James.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
And Fraser, the toilet cleaner. Thanks for all the laughs and everything you do. Liam, in brackets, I couldn't think of a dick-related name for Maffew to fondle around with, but I'm sure there'll be plenty more. Thank you for your choice of words, you little get. So, who would we fight at Survivor Series?
Should we go from this year's card?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So cruiserweight have to be you, wouldn't it? You're the lightest.
Yes,
Yeah.
by reason of default,
Yeah.
rather than suitability.
Andrew's pretty
Andrew,
slight as
that'd
well.
be interesting.
And Owen.
You're more hench than Andrew, I reckon.
I reckon
Is this how me and Andrew are going to have beef now? Like,
No.
An arm wrestle?
I just
God,
think,
Andrew.
No,
we don't know
but-
who you are,
no.
mate, but Ross.
No, we've got to put Maffew in the match. Because he's cruiser, but he is more hench than Andrew, so it makes more sense for Maffew.
The
I'm really
loser-
thinking about it
loser weight.
seriously. What am I doing?
Yeah, look at you, Jack.
Don't worry about it. No, right, we've got to get this. Yeah.
So then, Jack, where does that leave you then? Because everyone thinks you're smaller than me, but you're not.
Everyone thinks I'm the smallest person in the world.
Yeah.
No, there he is. I don't know. I'd be part of one of the team matches, I suppose. Don't want to be in there on my own. Too scared.
Would it be you and Ross? You be all giving it that and then hiding behind Ross.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. But he's got to have a singles match. He's a big star. He's got wrestling experience.
Yeah, and he's been booked on many big shows as
Yes.
well.
AJ Hazard was his name.
Just Drake
Oh, I
Maverick.
meant like the MMA thing. But
Oh, yes.
that was-
Oh, right.
Yes.
I was going to say.
Tickets are still available.
I was going to say, was Drew McIntyre involved in something? Was he in the big
Yeah.
man? He's got beef with AJ Hazard, him, because he powerbombed him, didn't he?
Yeah, from
Or
the
I helped
no
Kirby.
regrets Rumble, yeah.
Forgot about WC
Oh, yeah.
company.
Pachi's been in the same match
Yeah,
as
he
Ray,
actually has, hasn't
Cody, Phoenix. Yeah, yeah.
Ron's saying it stupidly. It's like,
No,
oh,
no,
Pacino.
it's true.
Oh, he actually has done it.
That was
Fine.
Drake Maverick and McIntyre lifted him up.
They lifted him up.
Yeah.
Phoenix is in the
Kirby
background just watching. Just like, oh, cool. So what was Drew in? He was in the big 5-on-5-on-5.
So you have to put Pachi in there
Yeah.
to get vengeance, wouldn't you?
We'll be all right as long as Del Rio didn't show up, I think. No chance
Yeah.
of that happening.
And who else need a joke one to wrap it up? Richard Tubman used to be a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
We could be beaten down. It's like, where is he? Where is he? And he could be in the van like Seth Rollins.
he was big
No,
Gary's
Richard's
vans.
driving the van. He's taking over from Gary.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's out on his own
Oh,
now.
so he's driving the van. It's
Oh.
very important. You always need a driver.
When Richard was
And then Puppet Jack.
I don't know if this came before or
No.
after Richard's stint as one of Big Gary's van men, but he was also a foreign heel, the classic trope. He came out with a Poland flag and went, Polska. So he also had a feud with a man named Balls of Steel.
Okay.
He punched him in the balls.
Balls of Steel. Richard jumped off the middle rope.
Yeah.
No, Balls of Steel jumped off the middle rope.
Uh-huh.
Richard just stuck his knee out like the reverse atomic drop.
Uh-huh.
Balls of Steel landed balls first on his knee and no soda because Balls of
Balls
Steel.
of Steel.
Absolutely fantastic. Richard also
That's
put up a
nice.
gif of himself being shocked when his opponent took off a mask to reveal another mask. Richard like bumps. He's like, oh no.
Again, the editors here are 1,000
They are
times more
wildly more
interested
talented.
than
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
we do.
Absolutely.
Get him on all the shows, please. A Survivor Series, Straight to Hell.
Richard's lived like
in the
6
actor
lives
studio.
by this point. He's been a wrestler. He's
Yeah.
trained MMA. He's been a DJ. Bloody hell.
Bin man. So I think that answers all the questions.
Yeah.
So we'll have to end it there. But before we do, if you have any exciting questions or dick-related names, please, please, please send them to Point at Ross.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Reese's Pieces.
What a great segment.
What a great segment.
Classic.
Battle of the Eras for your diddlers. Remember, this is fast as thought first.
All right.
All right, Jack.
Yeah.
Macho Man, Rock, or CM Punk?
Oh, Macho Man for me.
CM Punk, but it should be Macho, but CM Punk.
I'll go with Rock, split the difference.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, Kane, or Brock?
Kane.
Brock.
Brock. Oh, that's a tough, that one. Ultimate Warrior, Triple H, or Randy Orton?
Triple H.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Were they different eras?
Triple H already? Oh, sorry, is that Triple H 96 then, I guess? Anyway, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, or Daniel Bryan?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero.
Take a guess. NWO,
Daniel Bryan.
I love him. NWO, Evolution, or Shield?
Oh, bollocks. NWO.
Shield had the best matches, so I'll go for the Shield.
Pick an Evolution. NWO, the Hall of Fame group.
Yes.
Lita, Mickey James, or Becky Lynch?
Lita.
Becky Lynch.
Becky. Mega Powers, Rock and Sock, or Team Hell No?
Hell no.
Mega Powers.
Rock and Sock.
Okay.
Mr. Perfect, Jeff Jarrett, or Dolph Ziggler?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh.
Which year of Jeff Jarrett is
All of them. The one with the Bono sunglasses, so you know he was a right dick.
Yeah.
Mick Foley, RVD, or John Moxley?
that? Oh, RVD.
Foley.
But not current day RVD. Do you see that on Impact?
Yeah.
No.
It's basically, I think it's his girlfriend, so basically just doing a stripper routine on top of him, but arse is facing the camera.
Yeah. And Brian Cage is having a
good framing,
meeting.
though.
Brian Cage is having a meeting next to him. He's like, "Hey, are you guys nearly done?" He's like, "No, we're not actually, Rob." He's like really annoying. Yeah, Rob just doesn't care. It's quite good.
Okay. That's one reason to watch. Steiners, Edge and Christian, or New Day?
New Day.
Edge and Christian.
Diners.
2015 New Day.
Ooh. Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix, or Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
It's not her fault she's booked horribly.
Nah, Beth Phoenix. She carried that division. Hogan, Stone Cold, or Cena?
Stone Cold.
Austin.
Stone Cold name dropped me. I'm alright with him. Thanks, lads. Neil and Lick.
Yeah.
I knew what it was and I said it anyway. 'Cause that's a good one. I like that one. Remember, Neil and Lick.
If you or
Don't
Never-
lick,
don't lick and lead.
you mailbag at
Any of you
Cultaholic.
had it? Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Mailbag at Cultaholic.com for the Reese's Pieces there.
Thanks, Jack.
Sound like a bingo caller? I don't know, dude.
Neil and Lick.
It's Cultaholics.
Wow, what a great podcast.
It's been a great
Are we
podcast,
interrupting you,
Matthew.
Jack?
No, I'm just getting the TLC card up in anticipation
fair
for the big
enough then.
question.
God,
Yeah.
it's flown by this. We've been sat here for 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 30 seconds.
And it's been great every minute. I've loved it.
Might
Feels
be
like-
the shortest one we've ever done, at
Feels
that
like
rate.
30 if that feel like been half an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe the sugar.
all the sugar,
Wear
yeah.
off.
Yeah, I don't know what we said, but it's flown by. Anyway, the big question. ladies
We
and
just
gentlemen.
missed the segment. No, we've done them all.
To be fair, last week was a bad one, wasn't it? Because was it last week the pay-per-view was on?
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago.
That was a long one, yeah.
Last one was 100.
Oh, I've got one next week as well. Oh, God's sake.
Oh, does that mean I'm working
This is
on
what we're
something?
talking about. And we're so thrilled and excited with anticipation. The big question. Wow, what a great segment. What will be the best match at TLC?
2019.
Yeah, there.
Sorry, I'm just getting the keywords in and that.
What will be the best one of 2012?
Do you want me to run down the card?
Please do, Jack.
We have. I'll
So
start at the bottom and go up. The Viking Raiders versus To Be Decided.
Yeah.
Who do you think it's going to be? Yeah, who's going to
I
be?
think it's one of two.
Is one of them the AOP?
No.
Oh.
Because I think who do you have lose that?
The Viking Raiders.
Do you reckon?
The AOP have got to
Kind
win.
of take another loss after getting beat off Gallows and Anderson, surely.
But it makes sense if the AOP are doing something now.
They got a belt now,
We've
yeah.
established the fact that
Who do you
they're
think-
around.
Who
I
do you
think it's either Street Profits or Usos return me.
Oh, Usos return.
I think they did
That'd
that.
be-
That match on Raw was so short for a reason. That's my thinking.
It was odd to see the Street Profits lose in seconds.
Little taster.
and then appear in a little weird SNL parody.
But it was funny though because they said Coleman has a little willy.
Yeah, that was great. So that one mega match. What else is on?
Rusev versus Bobby Lashley with Lana. Tables. Just tables.
I'll only care about that match if there's a Lana segment before, and after, and during it.
A match that I think could possibly main event. The women's tag team titles TLC match between Asuka, Kairi Sane,
First ever.
There's
Becky
no
Lynch.
way.
Charlotte Flair. Why?
No way. Them as singles, sure. The tag titles, the lowest
but
title in all of WWE.
It's the first ever. They put too much stock in
Yeah.
that, even when it's not a thing.
I assume that it's going to main event with a TLC match, although that might not be true. But the only other TLC match is Roman and Corbin.
That I'm sure. See, this is gonna be the great clip that people remind me of. Like when I said, "There's no way Becky Lynch is headlining WrestleMania."
Well, there's no way Becky and Seth are actually in a relationship.
I still stand by that.
Oh, no. One's a heel. How can they get on?
That's not what I said. How dare you put quotes in my mouth? Anyway, what else is there?
Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
Yay!
If it gets time. Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. But not The Fiend. Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. And The New Day against The Revival for the tag team titles.
Again?
Yes. It was going to be Rude and Ziggler, but now it's not.
Oh, I wonder why that is.
One of two reasons. Either because of the wellness violation, or I read before that they just realised that Ziggler and Rude were in Baron Corbin's storyline. I don't know. What's the best match going to be out of all those then? Wow, what a great card.
I think the obvious answer is Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black.
Same.
So I'm going to go for Rusev. No, I'm going to go for The Fiend versus The Miz.
Oh.
For 2 reasons. I hope Maurice and Monroe get involved.
Monroe
And
Sky, the opening band.
everything is better with puppets in it.
Yeah.
The puppets are going to have to appear, aren't they?
'Cause it's Bray.
Normal Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Imagine if they just jumped on The Miz and wrestled him in the ring.
That is a great point.
I'm here for that. That's top draw.
So wait,
SHIT. How's your
how's
Got
it-
it. Oh, there
how
we
do
go.
they
They
work
can
that?
redo the Adam Pacitti thing from WCPW. He's like, get him, boys! And he stands there for half an hour before the boys get him.
How do they do the puppet thing? Is it just going to be the Miz going like, oh, get off? Hang on.
They'll have to
just
turn
like,
the light.
No, stop.
Oh, no, don't do it, pup. Yeah, everyone like that. Shaky cam like this. Oh, my God, he threw him 30 feet across the room.
They'll have to shoot it from the hard cam, but just have the Miz stand at ringside, so you can't see their legs. Just have people below the apron doing that.
They'll keep on popping up like Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 19 with a pipe. Wait, Miz, for some reason, going towards the side of the apron. Bonk. Oh, for the 5th time in a row. He's been hit.
Can you not see the Miz and Monroe Sky repeating what Ray and Dominic did to Brock? Because I can. Little 3, maybe 2 or 3. Whee!
This is like, he wants to threaten my family. I'll threaten his. Starts beating up a puppet.
They've just strung a zip line across the arena, and it's Mercy the buzzer just zooms down. And it's just,
Miz just go, as it very slowly comes towards.
They could redo Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Just get Vince. Who's that up there?
what a ride!
Let it be. It's Mercy. Wow.
Have mercy. Okay, you know what? Can I change my pick? I'll screw Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. If that is the thing we get,
Oh,
Miz selling. It's like, my God, he's dueling with a puppet. The puppet that costs $49.99 at theweshop.com.
oh yes.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, that's my answer as well now.
yeah.
My serious answer is Black and Murphy if it gets time, but nah, it's got to be that or the divorce match.
The divorce match.
I don't know why I've called it that. They're already divorced. The Rusev and Lashley one. Because didn't Lashley and Strowman just have an incredible brawl? Or was it?
They did.
Did it? Was it them?
It was Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, last man standing. So it was like, oh no, we don't know. They both went into the big box.
Yeah.
And it was like, they're both down. I'll count them. And then
Oh, but
Strowman came through like Kool-Aid Man, like, I'm still up.
But it's tables, isn't it? It's tables match. So there's only
Look at a
one.
bunch of tables.
Yeah.
I don't know who won. Bruh.
So that's that.
Sorry.
Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy for me, but I can fully understand why you've gone for Miz and Wyatt. Yeah.
Do you think it'd be like when Lola had those little court against Doink?
Oh, I can
Could
just
you
about
imagine if
remember.
they'd, like, put a lot of money into them and they're like little robots around Bray. How amazing that would be! Like robot. Oh my God! Just stick wheels underneath the puppets, like Robot Wars.
Yes. Yes.
Have Mercy's beak be like, what is the flipper one called?
Chaos 2.
I don't know by the names.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
take your word for it.
It's Chaos 2.
Oh, poor Miz is on the ropes. They've all got him. Who's it? Roadblock. Need to come back.
Who would Matilda be? Was that the one that was like a soldier? But
No, Matilda was that was Sergeant
oh, it
Bash.
was like a rhino. wasn't it?
Matilda was like a rhino.
Yeah.
Death Metal was like a crab.
Huskus the pig boy would be the role of Matilda.
Matilda got absolutely done in by Chaos 2 once. That was brilliant. That it was like the best moment of my childhood.
And I like Sir Kill-a-Lot for a bit, but then he was just like,
He's like
oh,
John
I was
Cena.
gonna take. He took all the spots.
He did.
It's like, oh, I want to see Death Metal. Oh, here's Sir Kill-a-Lot again.
Yeah. He got over pushed.
He
Yeah.
was OP.
He was. My favorite was Dead Metal because it was like the pincers and then
Yeah.
the soul was its face.
Because you're like, it was so rewarding to see like these guys
Yeah.
like, we have been making this for 6 months. Like, it is made out of my old car, and then just Death Metal crunch it. It's like, no.
Sometimes the team would have a little kid who would just be like, "Oh no!"
And he's like, I helped build this.
Yeah.
The kid's dad's like, did you? Aye. Make us a brew, thanks. Aye, fitty if we win.
Oh, Jonathan Pierce was fantastic on Robot Wars. Oh my god! Let's just talk about Robot Wars.
Yeah, well, we're under time for
Do you
once,
remember
so
when
go on.
Do you remember when Refbot fell in the pit? Jonathan Pierce
do
sounded
remember.
so happy because it was the robot that was a granny with a chainsaw, and it was basically like an electric wheelchair with a granny sat on it and a chain, not a real woman. and a chainsaw, zimming round, and someone knocked both her and Refbot into the pit, and Jonathan Pierce was just the happiest he's ever been.
Have you seen the clip? It's been doing Lucha Libre Twitter last week. It's LA Park, I believe it's Rush, which is a handle that's done vertically, and the brawling at the concession stand, I believe, and the brawling, the referee's like, get in the ring, and then I don't know if he falls or LA Park pushes him, but the referee ends up with this big tub of water, and I think it's supposed to be like ice cold water, so they put the drinks on. He's like,
Oh,
proper like, last the summer wine bumpy take. The crowd are like, rather like Refbot from the series Robot Wars.
I'm trying to think of a Craig Charles rhyme to end it on. You know, bars.
Probably.
It's always
I don't
great
like
here.
doing the show.
Robot War. I don't like the show. To me, it really bores. But no, God's sake. But it's time
He's
to say
like, how
goodbye.
does Crichton get
On
Scrap
Robot
Heap
War.
Challenge? And Rimmer get the British Empire and Tomb Raider. And I get effing Robot Wars.
Wait, have you ever tried dog food? Put it in your jaws. Dog food's delicious on Robot Wars. Bye bye. That's how it ended. I mean, so he did it, and he kissed the camera and that.
Yeah,
What's
but-
your favorite Robot Wars moment? For Americans, it's like it's like
God,
battle
this is
bots.
just completely going off the rails.
Oh,
isn't
it
it?
was a good podcast until we started talking about Robot Wars.
It was. I think we've done and said a lot.
Yeah. Didn't mean to shout that, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. That is the end. We're all having sugar crushes from the amazing amount of ket we've been sent. No, not
Ket
like
means
that. I just
snacks.
realised as I said it.
Yeah, yeah.
Not,
It's
not a drug.
it's an old Macam word, I think, isn't it? Or is it just a Geordie word?
It's northeastern, definitely.
Yeah.
Ket means tuck
Yeah,
shop
my mum
food.
said ket.
Means very...
Ben Bish, you have to be very
Ross,
careful.
you're eating too much cat at the minute. You're going to lose some kitey. Lose some kite, ever that one?
Lose some cut. What? Wait.
Wait, yeah.
Kite,
Lose a bit of
kite.
kite.
Oh, right.
Ah.
I guess because it's maybe you're more like a kite, more,
I've heard
more wind resistant.
You float more if you like it.
I've heard a torso referred to as a kite and a rig. This is posh lads at uni saying that, though.
Want to see me rig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they were posh lads as well. Do they play rugby as well?
I think it was a cricket term, maybe. They also used lid for haircut. Oh, you've been to town, you got yourself a new lid? Yeah.
I lid for my cat. Imagine people who just listen to podcasts like this. Let's blag it. Just call anything in England. They'll be like, oh, that's what we call it where I'm from. Be like, I fair dues.
Trying to think
I'm
of
going to play Tig with my mates.
the weirdest thing that's called, like the weirdest.
I'm trying to think of something. A northeast term. That
Oh.
you don't get anywhere else.
We're going to be Raji.
Raji's
Raji.
great.
Your Raj package, that's one of my
God,
favourites.
Raji, man.
You know what? All the things I can think of are
Waxer's
insults or
good.
horrible curses.
Waxers are good.
I absolutely wax at that, like, I love it, me.
Proper beast, that.
Proper
Can't remember-
beast.
I can't remember what area of the UK that's from. It's beast. Ooh, it's good, that.
Ah,
He's on the chase, isn't he?
the beast. He's also the GM of
NGW, isn't he?
NGW, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not so much of a beast anymore, though. He's lost a bit of kite.
Now you're learning how to speak proper English with the lads at Duolingo. What did the guy from the chase with the frig?
Mark Labbit.
Didn't he like?
Mark Lebet.
Isn't he in
Labette.
the news for something that's not good?
I don't know.
Well, I saw him in the news for losing a lot of kite, and he
That's
got,
a good
he
reason.
got given a big pie, and he was like, I'm going to put it all back on now. Eating this big pie.
He is. I'm not surprised
I'm
they
just
don't.
gonna check my. Go on.
I'm not surprised they don't let him get in the ring for much because he's like 6'8". He's going to make the wrestlers look really small, while you just verify that he's all right.
The chase.
Just put
Fat guy.
Just put.
Why was he in the news? Why I honestly don't remember.
Are you not mistaken him with the Dark Destroyer?
I can't remember his
Or
name.
the Vixen?
She was in. One of them was in. One of them, the Stern one was in the Celebrity X Factor singing.
That's Vixen, Jenny.
Right.
All right, look, I can't find why he was there, but I swear it was something like he married his cousin or something.
Oh, why?
Well, we've all done
Aye,
that.
aye.
You can't
Yeah.
help it sometimes, can you?
It's all right.
Yeah, nothing's coming up.
Well, no, because
I apologise. I must have just been stupid for 1 week, very briefly. So ignore all that. This is a miserable way to end an exciting podcast. We're dragging this out way longer than it needs to.
That's all right.
So now I know what watching AEW every week feels like. Something wrestling cynical, whatever. I have been
Raw
Maffew.
would have been more applicable there. Now you know it's like to watch Raw.
I have been Maffew. This has been Ross.
Thanks,
This has been
Maffew.
Jack.
Hello.
All wrestling is great, and
Yes.
so are we. And you can agree with us by going to
Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
or sending us letters, Reese's Pieces, or dick pics to
No. Just Reese's Pieces and letters to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
Why would you say that?
I'm tired.
I think he meant dick names, puns,
Oh,
but he
dick
just went
names,
dick
hell
name,
yeah.
No, I didn't. Please put your fist in the middle of the table and shout triumphantly, "Join us, you filthy diddlers."
Join us, you way.
I'll forward you the dick pics if I get any next week.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us